Okay, so for the book homework, it tends to be more conceptual. So on this one, I want you to take this number and I want you to round it to the nearest 10. And then use a number line to help explain your answer or to support it. So the rule for rounding to the nearest 10 is that you look, this is 5 or more, so the rule is we would round up. So this guy would become, so here's we are, this guy would become a 10, which regroups, this guy becomes a 10, which regroups, so this guy becomes a 10, which regroups into basically a 1. All right, so we end up getting 10,000. All right, and so usually when you round to the nearest 10, you would have a digit in the last spot, and then a place value holder here. But because those were all 9s, when you regroup, it becomes a 10, regroup becomes 10, regroup becomes a 10, and then this guy becomes a 1 in the base 10 system. Now, to help visualize why we do that, a number line would be super helpful. And again, we do more with number lines second semester. But when you're rounding to the nearest 10, we're kind of debating, should it round to stay the same with a 0? So that would be 9,990. Like if we round to the nearest 10, the choice is to leave it alone and fill in a place value holder. Or the second option is to round up, which is the 10,000, which is what we got with the rule. So we're going to put these two numbers on our number line. And there's always 10 tick marks between big ticks, our number lines, because of our base 10 system, which is 9. It takes 9 slashes to make 10 spaces, right? So I'm going to put 9 ticks to make 10 spaces. So I'm going to put the halfway. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I want 10 segments, right? And this one's maybe a little not quite to scale. So, all right, so if you're rounding to the nearest 10s, that means there's a gap of 10 between here, and we're choosing which 10s to go. So there should be 10 points between. And then these are place value smaller. So if there's a gap of 10, these should be 1s. So we have 991, 992, 9993, 9994, 9995, 9996. Okay. And so we're going to plot this point. Now, it's not quite at 9995, so 9,995, it's just a little bit past. So I'm going to put my dot here. And so why does that 5, and then whatever's behind it, but why does that 5 tell me that I'm going to round that up? Well, it makes sense because it is closer to 10,000 than it is to 9,099 or 9,990. So the way the number line helps me, so if you're going to explain this, I would show the number line shows that rounding up to 10,000 makes sense because 9,995 and 2 tenths is closer to 10,000 than, 9,990. All right, so on these, it's more conceptual. So you have the rule, 5 or more, you round up. But if you show a number line where you choose between the two tens options, which is 9,990 or 10,000, if you plot it, it's closer. So from a conceptual understanding, it makes sense that you'd round up because it's closer to this side. It's a further distance to that side. All right, hopefully that helps. Again, remember, there is some homework here that's shaded, but they give you all those answers. So make sure you don't do that part. Make sure you do the blue, the ones that do not have your answers in them. Okay, mine do because mine's the teachers keep it. All right, I hope that helps.